What's going on, Falcon fan? This is Barakundo. Come back at you with another video. So today the Falcons bring back 13 guys to the practice squad, and they go ahead and trade Taylor Heinieke for a conditional six-round pick to the Los Angeles Chargers. We'll definitely talk about both of those things today and talk about what that means for the Atlanta Falcons moving forward. So, guys, with that being said, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know I drop another video. Please hit the like button so I know you guys out here that talk about. And please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in here and talk about. That's right, these Atlanta Falcons. So, guys, like I said, the Atlanta Falcons bring back 13 guys to the practice squad. All the guys they bring back, the guys they just cut just the day before. We talked about it. We know a lot of these guys want to come back to the squad to round out this team to make sure they keep that chemistry that they had our training camp. I know these guys really vibe with a lot of these guys that they had to let go yesterday. We know yesterday is a summer day because a lot of guys have to get let go. But a lot of these guys' NFL careers not over. They get to come back to this team, and we'll talk about all the guys they brought back today. Of course, starting with Chris Blair. I don't think that's a surprise. We knew that Chris Blair was going to be coming back to this team, unless he got picked up by somebody else. Wide receiver Jesse Matthews, another guy. Wide receiver Dylan Drummond coming back. Running back Carlos Armstrong Jr. Carlos Washington Jr. Sorry about that. I think we knew that he was coming back as well. A couple offensive linemen, Andrew Stubert, offensive lineman Julian Davenport. Of course, tight end John Fitzpatrick, cornerback Natron Brooks, a guy who shined in during the preseason. We liked some of the things that he had to bring to the table, so we really like what a guy like Natron Brooks brought to the table, bringing him back. Also, cornerback Kevin King, another guy who's, in my opinion, was a surprise that he did not make the roster, but bringing him back, a guy that had been out NFL for a couple of years, but as in my opinion, actually shined during the offseason, during training camp, during the preseason. Guy that I just assumed that was going to be back on this roster. Defensive back Dane Cruikshank playing safety. He's coming back. Of course, a guy that just wasn't enough numbers for him. And defensive lineman Damone Harris, we kind of knew that he deserved to be on this roster, but they just had too many numbers there. Um, Number 6 round pick, Cy Young Logue. I think we kind of figured that he fell in the same category with Damone Harris, just not enough numbers, even though he was a draft pick, but they brought him back on to continue his development on the practice squad. And last but not least, Lakel London is the last guy that they are bringing back to this roster. So Lakel London, guy who played some significant snaps last year for the Atlanta Falcons when a couple of guys went down. A couple of guys, of course, we know about Grady. David Amiyata had went down with an ankle last year as well. So Lakel London came in, played some pretty good snaps as well. So bringing those, all 13 of those guys, no new guys on this list. Everybody that went through the training camp with the Atlanta Falcons, they brought back. The Atlanta Falcons do have 3 spots remaining, so it'll be interesting to see how they feel those final 3 spots. Do they continue bringing guys back from the previous squad that they just cut, or do they go out and look for other guys around the league that got cut and see if they want to bring those guys in on the practice squad? So it'll be interesting to see, the direction the Atlanta Falcons decide to go. But bringing back 13 guys, 3 more spots left on the Atlanta Falcons practice squad. Now, I think the biggest news today is the fact that the Atlanta Falcons went ahead and traded Taylor Heinieke to the Los Angeles Chargers for a conditional 6 round pick. Now, that condition is based on how much playing time um, Taylor Heinieke get. We know that the young quarterback out in Los Angeles was having foot polyitis, and he had issues um, on the field. So, going into this season, Jim Harbaugh wanted to have a good backup quarterback. Their backup quarterback, they was not comfortable with him. Going again, the guy who's been in the league, over 8 years, and Taylor Heinieke, who has started a lot of games in the NFL. Jim Harbaugh wanted to go get a solid backup quarterback. Um, and that's what he decided to do. Now, we had an idea that the Atlanta Falcons did not just want to release Taylor Heinieke because, for us looking at the cap and the dead cap, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So, just releasing him, you would have took up dead money, but it was about the same as what he was making. So you might as well just keep him on the roster. But you know, if you look at how many quarterbacks played last year in the NFL, you kind of figure at some point at the time that some teams going to need a good, solid backup quarterback to come in. You can say what you want to say about Taylor Heineke, but he has had some success in this league. Just was not a fit for the Atlanta Falcons. I think Atlanta Falcons had the two quarterbacks that they wanted on this team. He did not have a great showing in preseason. We know that. Yes, he played with third string guys out there, but you would think a veteran quarterback would still play a little bit better. But with that being said, the Atlanta Falcons do trade him to the Los Angeles Chargers for a conditional 6th-round pick. And you have to say kudos to Terry Fontenot once again, you know, making the move and getting something in return. Now, in my opinion, that opens up another roster spot. So it goes back to the thing that I talked about yesterday. When you thinking about the 5 wide receivers and the 5 cornerbacks, do they just elevate one of these guys on the practice squad, or do they go out and bring somebody else in to fill that 53-man roster spot? So that's going to be interesting to see. It was no corresponding move, on that today, adding another guy to the team, but we'll have to see how that shapes out. But I anticipate either adding the guy, like I said, to the wide receiver room, adding the 6th receiver, if they want to do that, or going out and adding another cornerback as well. So those are some of the things we definitely can look at to see what they're going to do. But once again, you love the moves that Terry Fontenot making. Going out, adding another $4 million to your cap by trading Taylor Heineke, and now you're able to bring in somebody else. Like I said, can you elevate one of these guys from the practice squad, or go out on the free agent market, or even go down the trade route and see can you trade for another guy, either a wide receiver or a cornerback. So, guys, let me know what you think about bringing back all these guys on the 13-man roster. I mean, on the practice squad, 13 guys that they brought back, and then the trade of Taylor Heineke. What's your thoughts on that? I don't think, if I'm thinking about what I've been hearing about the fan base all off season, nobody's going to be crying because Taylor Heineke was on the trading block. So, that pretty much ends the quarterbacks that we had in the past in the Arthur Smith era. Taylor Heineke was the last one that was left. Now it's a fresh start, a whole new quarterback room. It'll be interesting if the Atlanta Falcons decide to put a quarterback on the practice squad. Maybe bring this guy like John Paddock back. We just don't know. We'll have to find that out. But at this time, Atlanta Falcons have 2 quarterbacks in the quarterback room. They have Michael Penix Jr. and Kirk Cousins. Those are the 2 quarterbacks they got. Interesting to see who they decide to bring on to fill that spot of the trade or Taylor Heineke. So, guys, please give me your thoughts on this. Please like and share throughout the YouTube universe for more people come in to give me their comments as well. This is your boy Ricondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.